Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best teacher system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. They be like, really? You got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, let's go. New year, new me, turn it up a new degree. I'm gonna make it to the top if it's the last thing I see. Work hard every day, work hard, then we play. I'll be doing everything in my own damn way. Ain't nobody tell me shit, I'm on top of it. Writing hits that make other people feel like writing hits. We gon' get every little goal that we wanna get. Never quit, we don't even know what it means to quit. Write it down, what you want, what you need, what you see. Everything that you wanna be. Put it out in the world, that's your destiny. In your mind, what you need is to have believe. I'm gonna make it to the top. Cause I never stop, my own switch doesn't have enough. I think it's broken, I think it's lost. I guess that's why I never take a loss. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. Make a deal with yourself that you'll get after it. Find something that you love, call it passionate. Or find some passion and leave it behind, gotta quit. Your journey starts now, time to make it happen and you could be great, have it your way. Served up like some room service on a nice plate. The high life is only hours a day away from making a change to the life that you chase. New year, new you, new day. Go prove to yourself you could do anything you wanna do. When you set your mind to something big that you choose, break it down to the root, chip away, gotta move. Push past all your limitations. Right now consider this an invitation. Make your worth go up like inflation and start chasing your dreams, stop waiting. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. I
that's why to say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow, you still go, go, there's no hope, you still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You cannot stop me, I'ma make it to the top spicy. Call a covenant, not cocky, you cannot break me. This world's mine for the taking. Got an itch, man, I'm making. I'll keep my head down and grind and be patient. I'll take a stab at the top and the sailing. They can all try, but you cannot contain it. Cause I see the things that I want and I take on my goals. Push myself to the brink, no limit. Do what it takes to be free, committed. I'm a little obsessed with things, I'll admit it. But that's what it takes to get a freedom ticket. Got a killer instinct and it's just the beginning. Breaking down walls and the hurt start thinning. And the more you push, see the fast start tripping. Till you're the only one standing up straight, winning all.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You just gotta wanna keep chasing, put you everything you're facing. Keep up with the pace and adrenaline rush starts racing. Get through all the things you hate in. Don't let the others in charge of your dreams. They just don't know what it takes to be seen. You see the ship take control of your team. And if you're alone, then a one-man army. So you better be starving, and you better be carving. Through the hate, keep marching. And every day keep charging ahead till you get what you want, what you dream. Regret is a thing of the past, and you'll see that you always had it inside. It's the key to make the most of this life. Believe.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go.
Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best teacher system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing, like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I could find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. don't quit today, we don't stop. No, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world. Yeah, we steer it, getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I'll never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier, in the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
Yeah, let's go. New year, new me, turn it up a new degree. I'm gonna make it to the top if it's the last thing I see. Work hard every day, work hard, then we play. I'll be doing everything in my own damn way. Ain't nobody tell me shit, I'm on top of it. Writing hits that make other people feel like writing hits. We gon' get every little goal that we wanna get. Never quit, we don't even know what it means to quit. Write it down, what you want, what you need, what you see. Everything that you wanna be. Put it out in the world, that's your destiny. In your mind, what you need is to have believe. I'm gonna make it to the top. Cause I never stop, my on switch doesn't have enough. I think it's broken, I think it's lost. I guess that's why I never take a loss.
New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win.
Make a deal with yourself that you'll get after it. Find something that you love, call it passionate. Or find some passion and leave it behind, gotta quit. Your journey starts now, time to make it happen. And you could be great, have it your way. Served up like some room service on a nice plate. The high life is only hours a day away from making a change to the life that you chase. New year, new you, new day. Go prove to yourself you could do anything you wanna do. When you set your mind to something big that you choose, break it down to the root, chip away, gotta move. Push past all your limitations. Right now consider this an invitation. Make your worth go up like inflation. And start chasing your dreams, stop waiting.
New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win. New year, new me, no fear, just be everything you wanna be. Write it down, what you see, don't give up, just believe. And you will succeed, put the hours in, and you're bound to win.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up. there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow, go, still go, 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 still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You cannot stop me, I'ma make it to the top spicy. Call a covenant, not cocky. You cannot break me, this world's mine for the taking. Got an itch, man, I'm making. Oh, I'll keep my head down and grind and be patient. I'll take a stab at the top and the sailing. They can all try, but you cannot contain it. Cause I see the things that I want and I take on my goals. Push myself to the brink, no limit. Do what it takes to be free, committed. I'm a little obsessed with things, I'll admit it. But that's what it takes to get a freedom ticket. Got a killer instinct and it's just the beginning. Breaking down walls and the hurt start thinning. And the more you push, see the fast start trimming. Till you're the only one standing up straight, winning all.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill.
You just gotta wanna keep chasing, pursue everything you're facing. Keep up with the pace and adrenaline rush starts racing. Get through all the things you hate in. Don't let the others in charge of your dreams. They just don't know what it takes to be seen. You see the ship take control of your team. And if you're alone, then a one-man army. So you better be starving, and you better be carving. Through the hate, keep marching. And every day keep charging ahead till you get what you want, what you dream. Regret is a thing of the past, and you'll see that you always had it inside. It's the key to make the most of this life. Believe.
No, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. We never give up, no, we never sit still. It's time to stand up, time to take the red pill. To make this our world, gonna die on this hill. Be ready to fight and be ready to kill. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I
don't doubt. I sit and I plan and I found out that I can execute. If I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom, read some books, something written, watch the best. Teach a system, I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared. Ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Yeah.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me.
It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love the race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motor, I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters, you could call me POTUS, I got all the voters.
They be like, really, you got a milli from doing something silly? I'm like, chilly, I've been killing for decades now, Billy. Well, maybe like several years, but who's counting really? I just know how to turn something silly into a milli. Got a lot to say, and a lot need to hear it. You don't quit today, we don't stop, no, we feel it to the top. Yeah, we change our whole world, yeah, we steer it. Getting lost in the things that make us so worth hearing. I'm the first one to turn up, learn stuff, but mostly I'm just in the lab getting work done. Cause the bills on the first, they still worth some. I never forget being broke, man, it hurts, son. But not as bad as not having any purpose. I took stabs, this and that, and it's working. But I still grind every day for that thirst. It's a curse being first, yeah, still gotta get my work done.
Yeah, I'ma be a high roller, move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer, I'll be at the top of the chain, straight owner. Yeah, I got a different motive. I don't need any help, I'm a loner. You'll be seeing my name on posters. You could call me POTUS, I got all the voters. Yeah, let's go. New year, new me, turn it up a new degree. I'm gonna make it to the top if it's the last thing I see. Work hard every day, work hard, then we play. I'll be doing everything in my own damn way. Ain't nobody tell me shit, I'm on top of it. Writing hits that make other people feel like writing hits. We gon' get every little goal that we wanna get. Never quit, we don't even know what it means.
And welcome back, everybody, to Plausible Gaming. It's nice to be back on the mic here with Puffo Bob. My name is Edu, as we are taking a look at another one of our Counter-Strike Championship series. This one worth a lot more than before, and we are excited to see some more of our community gameplay. Puffo, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling excited. Like you said, the prize pool today is also going to be a bit larger because now we are reaching the quad digits. A total prize pool of $1,000 going in, meaning these teams are going to have to work for it. But we also have some interesting lineups here today because you talk about that community. There are certainly teams that come from the community side, but also some stronger and more recognized teams such as Dragons, which we will be seeing in the first semifinal.
Yeah, that is the perk of raising the prize pool, is that it's starting to attract some of the higher level teams to our LFG, to our Plausible community, which you guys can join right now by heading over to plausible.gg. But as we are continuing on with the teams that we have here, semifinals, we got 2 of them for the day, best of 3 every single time. Tomorrow, grand finals for that $1,000 is going to be a best of 5. So let's make sure that the best of the best make it through the semifinals here today. And hopefully we're going to be seeing some really solid gameplay here, as season 11 has just ramped up for the stream. And if you guys are watching from home, let us know who you are here to celebrate for, and make sure that you are dropping some follows. But with that being said, let's talk a little bit about our semifinal here today. I know that we have a decent bracket. The turnaround for these championship series is very quick. We're already just pounding through these games. Lots of matches to be played here via Faceit. So I'm really excited to see what 2 teams we have drawn up for us today.
Yeah, so the first matchup will be Dragons versus Goats, which again, a bit of a narrative between ambition and legacy, as Dragons a fairly recognized esports team, at least within the side of their own respective League of Legends community. Goats, on the other hand, at least unheard of within the CS2 space. To me, as a CS2 caster, you know, it's going to be a first time seeing them, but that's what makes it so much more exciting, right? Someone we're not used to, someone we haven't seen yet. And then Dragons, which again, they don't really have a fully dedicated CS2 team as they do with LoL, but still somewhat of a following they bring along the table, which again, it certainly does bring a bit of that, I would say, expectation.
Yeah, very interesting to see Goats versus Dragons. It kind of reminds me of way back in the day, Counter-Strike's Welsh Esports League. You know, they had all the names based off of each individual team, being the Goats, the Dragons, the Penguins, the Puffins, like all the names of the animals. So seeing these animals go up against each other is very refreshing to see. The Goats definitely newer onto the scene, but of course, seeing us get into these games, seeing these 2 teams that we're going to be looking at for our first best of 3 of the day. I do want to remind you guys that the PGCS is brought to you by the Plausible Looking for Group Network. That's our Plausible LFG. It's a network designed for community-driven Discord LFG services. Fix the matchmaking that you overall have by connecting players to better squads, streamlining the pre-made process, and with thousands of players connected already with the Plausible LFG network, it's extending its free early access period. So if you guys want to get in, maybe form a team so we can see you here on stream. stream, join players and servers together across PUBG, Counter-Strike, soon to be some more titles soon, and your next squad is just moments away. So if you guys do want to join, check out plausible.gg for our LFG, and hopefully we can see your squad joining us in our next tournament. But with that being said, Puffo, these two games that we have going on right now, let's talk a little bit about what we can anticipate going in. Map picks, vetoes, we know that these are two pretty solid teams, so seeing where they're going to be standing is very interesting to hopefully pop off here. But I think we just gotta discuss or debate, where do we really want to be seeing these maps? I mean, we've seen here at Plausible Gaming the current meta of Ancient being very big, or not Ancient, Anubis being very big, as well as, you know, Dust 2 being a big point of contention for these teams.
100%. I think those in general are very popular maps, maybe not Anubis as much, but what I do want to talk about or delve deeper into is the fact that we have best of threes. Up until now, this began at what, March 11th, so about 3 days ago is when all these teams started going into the brackets, furthering best of ones, and in a best of one, anyone can really win. That's what a best of one is. Again, a team has a bad day, they don't have a second map or a second chance. Here in a best of three, both these teams will have all the time to show what they really have to offer, and the reason why they should make it to the grand final, which again, we have two best of threes, meaning there's also going to be another duel later on, so we will have all our grand finalists in set today. But best of threes, we talk about them, right? You say Ancient, you see Dust, you see Anubis. I'm hoping that we're going to see Nuke, because I think Nuke is probably the best map that represents everything. You want short angles, you have them. You want long angles, you have them. You have two different floors. I am hoping we get to see some Nuke, but mostly variety, because I think me and you, Adu, can both agree that just constantly seeing the same map over and over can get a bit tedious.
It can get a bit tedious, but it also allows me to know that these teams are going to do a very solid job competing at the same level on those same maps over and over again. I'd rather see a well-practiced team with some rollouts and with some really solid strategy than see a team that constantly is bouncing around maps with not exactly the clue, like the greatest clue as to what they're going to be doing, because that's how you get 13-0. That's how you get turned around here. And I need to be seeing people with confidence this late for $1,000. And with Dragons, I think that might definitely happen, but you know, Dragons versus Goats, I think that Goats might be able to chew their way through this. I think there's a lot of options for this team, and I know I don't want to set up any favors yet or favorites yet, because right now, honestly, I haven't seen either of these teams play against each other yet, and I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten a full live view of any of these two teams, so me, Adu, all of you viewers are going into this with a first-hand experience of these two teams, unless, of course, you're maybe a fan from their side. Again, Dragon do have a following, so it wouldn't be too large of a surprise. However, they're going into 3 maps. They have all the time to prove it, and I'm interested to seeing which ones we will have today, because it's not too far away from actually seeing the map veto, and as we're getting that processed in the background, once more, we do hope that you can join along, get yourself into the Plausible LFG network, because who wants long queue times? Who wants toxicity? Who wants randoms? I think every gamer right now watching can agree that randoms and solo queuing is probably the worst experience in all of gaming history. So again, just bypass that, join along, and in the meanwhile, enjoy some good CS2 action, because there's going to be some good CS2. Again, these were the semifinals for a reason, and tomorrow the grand finals will show off a best of 5. That's going to be a bit of a longer form of maps, but it will also come down to the teams and how long they can really keep their energy paced for.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the energy that this team is going to have to bring out is going to have to really showcase themselves in the semifinals, because, fun fact, best of 5 grand finals means you have to have some endurance behind you. And, you know, yes, people have said, oh, I've played video games for hours on end and it's gone great for me. Not when it's for money. When there's pressure on the line, pressure kind of cooks you a little bit, and being a pressure cooker kind of melts you. So wanting to see if this team is going to have the best kind of endurance, either there's 2 options, all right? Prove that you are good for those 13-11 score lines, those overtime score lines, going all 3 maps best of 3, or prove that you could just win really quick, go for a 2-0 nice clean sweep, and if we do get to the grand finals, try to go for those 3-0s as well. But here at Plausible, there's been a lot of habits between these teams of them coming back with with a 3-2, a 3-1, where a lot of these teams are going back and forth between their map picks. So I'm very excited to see if Dragons and Goats are going to be able to showcase more of that endurance that you want to be seeing, or are we just going to be hoarding these rounds? I'm really excited to see the overall style of these teams and what exactly they can do the best for.
100%, and we talked so much about Dragons versus Goats. Let's actually pay a bit more attention to the second best of three that will follow after. That will be Looting Experience, again, a less known team, probably a pug stack for all we know, and then facing M1Z, or Miz if you want to pronounce it that way, which is another more established roster. So both these best of three do show a similar narrative, which again, I'm really looking forward to if Looting Experience and Goats, unformed teams, can kind of show themselves in a good spotlight, because this is also a great opportunity for players and teams to kind of really show what they have. Again, you can't really enter as a non-founded team into a tier 1 event. You have to start at the very bottom and then kind of progress from there on out. And I think this is not only good practice, but a good way to showcase what you really have, why you should be going further in CS, and maybe Plausible Gaming could potentially be at a certain point a good stepping stone for competitive players in the nearby future.
Yeah, I mean, obviously here at Plausible Gaming, it's all about developing this community to be the best players that they can be. We know that with our looking for group system. We know that with our LFG network, and we know that with Plausible Gaming. But what we also want to make sure of is seeing these players develop not only to be the best of the best at Plausible Gaming, but be the best of the best in their region. So let's take a look at the map picks. What regions are we going to here as we are looking at our vetoes for our two teams? And overall, I'm really excited for the character development and the player development and the map vetoes finally being up, with a ban of Overpass starting us off here. That's pretty unique, as I've seen a lot of Overpass recently from these teams.
Yeah, Overpass tends to be a 50-50. You either like it or you don't. I don't think there's a bit of a middle ground, but that's going to be the opening pick here, or rather banned by the side of Dragons. No, that was not supposed to happen. I was hyping up Nuke for a reason, Goats. You were not meant to get rid of it, but sadly, no Nuke for us today, so that diversity, all that we could have seen, will be gone for a moment. There we go. It's going to be Ancient now lighting up as a highlighted map for Dragons. Like you mentioned, Edu, it seems to be a fan favorite amongst the side of Plausible Gaming, and following will be Mirage, and you can never really go wrong with Mirage.
Yeah, I think Mirage is definitely a interesting first map pick if you are the Goats. This is going to be pretty open up here for a map that I would say every single team has a good Mirage. There isn't a bad team there for a Mirage. So seeing that as your first map pick, I would like to see more of a specialty pick like Anubis. That's why we see Dragons ban it. A specialty pick like Ancient and Anubis. This is maps that you have to have a set strategy. You have to have set practice if you want to be able to succeed on. But then following up with the bans here, Dust 2, another common map like Mirage gone, and leaving Inferno. Every time me and Hazzy are watching some Inferno gameplay, it's a lot of CT saves, so that's going to be a tough decider if we can see this game get close.
Yeah, Inferno has two sites, so it's going to be one of the two poisons you pick. You want to go down that B. It's certainly a bit more difficult to enter, but holding the post plant is so much easier, as to that being the vice versa of A, which is completely different. But we start off on Ancient, and again, Ancient, there's going to be a lot of variety, because Mirage is really commonly known. Again, I think most players who start out CS, even casually, just pick up Mirage from the get-go, that or Dust 2. So Mirage is going to be a bit more of a map of team fundamentals. Ancient strategy, Inferno a mix of the two, and mostly rotation. So there is everything we essentially need between these two teams to really show if we can, get everything out of them. But mostly it's also a question of, will we even reach that decider? Inferno, I mean, it's a question if Dragons and Goats don't 2-0 one or the other. So I guess we're going to have to see who kicks off Ancient in good fashion, but I'm looking forward to Ancient. I think Ancient being a bit of a C, it has been constantly revolting around it being CT and TC and T-sided. I haven't been able to constantly catch up to it. It is also team dependent, so I guess this first half is kind of going to open us up with a bit of a precedent as to what we should be expecting in the second half. But overall, Ancient, it's a great map. We constantly get to see it in majors as well. I think it's been growing on people more recently as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ancient is one of those maps where if you're an aggressive style of team, you can get a lot of value out of this map. I really enjoy how mid is a hot contention point. I also will say a lot of the things I've noticed about Ancient in these past Plausible Championship series is the often amount of time that we see someone completely neglecting the A site. The amount of time that A is open for these people to just kind of walk over. The early rotates have kind of killed killed a lot of the players in this scene because of how much Ancient like kind of forces you to want to double up and want to triple up and want to pretty much quintuple up onto a site whenever a push comes through. So I'm hoping that we're not going to be seeing too many over rotations from these teams. I think Dragons definitely has a good head on their shoulders. I think Goats might be just the right amount of aggression to kind of fight this. But at the end of the day, when we do look at the map vetoes for these guys, I think at the end of the day, it's who starts on CT really needs to set that momentum, because CT aggressiveness is all about what this map is standing for. So I'm really excited to see, again, this specific map for really just what kind of play style these teams like to bring, because it sets the pace for the rest of this best of three.
That it does. And we can also take a different perspective, aside from playstyle alone, into the more technical side of Ancient, which is utility. I mean, utility is king on this map. You're taking a look at ramp, you're taking a look at main, you're taking a look at any type of entrance the T side wants to enter. You get yourself 2 nades around ramp, which is something players commonly like to do. We saw it from VP Future, the academy team from Virtus Pro. They really love chucking 2 nades onto CT, or rather B ramp, and then anyone close to it is just having to accept defeat. Again, especially around smokes and mollies, which, yes, they're present on every map. It's CS 101, but especially on Ancient, you're really going to have to play your time well, and that midpoint as well, like Edu mentioned, it has a huge anchor of how you can transport yourself towards A, towards B, the rotation cutoff. There's a lot that Ancient offers. Again, it's a very strategical map. It's not as bare bones as Mirage might be, which we're probably going to see later, especially with Ops. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Ops on Mirage.
Yeah, Mirage ops are very powerful, but I think the better strats that I've really been noticing for Mirage specifically is those eco round deagles or Tech 9 rush out of apartments, or being able to take a lot of space in Palace. Like this kind of playstyle, I'm very excited for with this team specifically. I think that what we need to be looking at is going to come down to who can manage their economy better. We've seen a lot of rounds where one person gets taken out and all of a sudden, we have no life advantage, we have no weapon advantage, and we just are now going to be losing that round. So overall, I think that if we are getting into this game, we need to be seeing, again, how they start off. Again, these are some really high-level players. These are all minimum face-it level 10s. These are all minimum been competing in the past, 2-3 years of Tier 3 Counter-Strike. So seeing this happen, I really cannot wait to see, again, where the focus lies with this team. Is it going to be team synergy? Is it going to be a hot shot player who just goes around one-tapping everybody? Lots of potential avenues for these guys to really pop off on.
100%. And again, we're also crossing our fingers that this doesn't end up being a one-sided match, because like I've said, Dragons, they have the backing from an organization. They could probably bring in a coach. They could have everything trained for them. As for Goats, with not little being known about them, this could be a random stack that just went through best of ones and gotten themselves towards the semifinals, which would be a shame to see them end in quick fashion against Dragons, of course, on the losing side, but we're hoping that they shine bright. We're hoping that maybe they even get it to the grand finals, but no bias here from us just yet. We still need to see both these teams in action, and we're hoping that, of course, you as viewers, even if one of these two teams doesn't perform on map number 1, don't give up on them just yet, because again, there needs to be a bit of a set in towards the CS match, because they've been constantly running matches on Plausible Gaming for 3 days straight. I mean, just going team against team from different playstyle to different one, and now they're once more gonna try and go against a different team. So it takes a bit of time for these two teams to, I imagine it will take some time for these two teams to get used to each other. So again, Ancient, it's all going to be about the beginning, and it's all going to be down to who can actually I would say capitalize upon the fact that maybe not both of them are fully warmed up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that they didn't get enough sleep last night, and now getting into this next game, they're not going to be too warm. But I think genuinely with these kind of players, with this kind of skill that we have in their hands, I'm not too worried. I think that everyone's going to be coming in with their A game. I again worry about, like, okay, if they come in with that powerful start, I want to see them keep it. You know, I want to see that endurance that we've been talking about. So hopefully on this first map of Ancient, we're going to be seeing a explosive start. But at the end of the day, it is going to come down to these players themselves getting on in here. I do believe that they are slowly trickling into the lobby and getting ready to jump on into this game. So the wait's going to be cut short soon, as I'm hoping at the end of the day we are going to be looking at maybe 1 or 2 insanely cool plays. I think we're going to be in for a treat with Dragons on this team. Looking at some of the players on this roster, I mean, you got Lambda, you got Zaka, you got Remy. Like, Riemann, you're doing a really good job. So I'm really hoping that we can see some pretty solid games here. On the other side of things, though, Goats, double magic on that team. You have Haza. These are some players that I've actually got to see a few times under the other teams or in the tier 3 scene, but seeing them under the name Goats, very interesting to see. And also Popov is in this game as well. You know, statistically, looking at Dragons, they are the favored team. They have a lot more of the higher level players that you have been seeing kind of pop up a little bit on Twitter or a little bit on X. So I'm pretty excited to see if maybe we can look at, again, some of these star players like Haza for Goats, like Zaka for Dragons, being the guys who are on the top of the scoreboard more likely than not. So that's my expectation here. Do you have any expectations for some of these players here, Puffo?
I'm looking forward towards Lambda. Lambda has certainly shown a history inside of the tier 3 scene, and maybe while though specifically around nationals, he's still certainly a very dominant player, I'd say, and again, has the prowess to show for it. Although Dragons haven't been having an insane performance right now in the Skinrave Community Showdown qualifiers, they still, again, they showed up. They are going against what would be a theoretically worst team here. Again, no disrespect to Goats, but as they have no statistics, comparing them to actual esports organizations is, well, uncomparable. But in the meanwhile, our match has gotten ready, so they should be getting in the lobby soon. So I say we take no further time and get ourselves into the action itself. Edu, it's time for Ancient.
It's time. Okay, PGCS Season 11 starts off now. The pistol round, Goats versus Dragons. Goats starting us off on the CT side, while we are going to be taking a look at Dragons trying to punch through that defense here. Overall, I like what we're looking at already, with some decent amount of util, some armor, some not, and of course, some chance at shutting down Dragons. And looking at that mini-map, they are splitting up right now, trying to find some openings early, but we talk about that mid-aggression, and Haza, right through the smoke, gets Ox.
It's a good opening here. Ox falls again. Pistols are meant to be aggressive. I'm hoping Diami here puts that into consideration, considering he has those dual Berettas. Keeping himself at close distance would be the move. Flashes out, swings, but oh, what a read from Juki. Gonna catch him off guard even while flashed. Head tap is there, and Dragons have now claimed sight.
Yeah, Juki very solid there, and honestly, very clean plays. Rotating over, though, Lambda being able to do a lot of damage there, shut these players back a bit, and unfortunately for Goats, they are already down to a 2v4. A flank coming through might be able to get the jump on one, but Martin needs to really be smart about this, and he gives up his position pretty early, now having to swing on out. His teammate's not ready to push in with him, so at the end of the day, I don't think that they're really going to want to go for this.
No, they don't have a lot on their hands, but normally in pistols, you'd at least want to sacrifice what you do have, because there is nothing to lose. What, a USP to be lost? There's no investment. Martin good on his shots, and even then, just barely escaping. So, remind us, pick him off guard, but Dragons, 2 extra players fallen, and in the grand scheme of things, it does end up with 1 player on each of these sides, so economical damage, even if the round was lost. Goats still caused it, and 0-1. Dragons can now kick off with a bit of a better buy, but considering this is Ancient, I wouldn't be too surprised if Goats go for a force.
Yeah, Goats can go for a force because they did, you know, do a little bit of damage. They also didn't buy too much, not a lot of util, but forcing up here against Dragons, who got that plant money down and won the round, means that we are going to be seeing some AKs. We're going to see one in the hands of Juki. Haza, though, very good opening pick last game. Isn't going to be able to repeat that, as we're looking at Diami just kind of playing it slow and donut. But I like this play. Let's just take full CT control with 4 people here. And that's Haza getting one, or Haza getting another. And Martin trades it out with Haza. Beautiful to honestly cut these players down. There's a huge life advantage right now. And a lot of weapons for them to pick up mid.
There's still a couple you have to worry about. Dragons, they're getting approached from their back line. Yami might be able to cut off that bomb holder, and there we go. A couple of taps. The swing was attempted by Ox, but a bit too late to react. Now it's down in a 1v3, and again, Goat's finding a lot of value from this force buy. As by this point, Zacharino just trying to wrap himself around this temple, secure any ones, as that's going to be his best friend in this situation. But guns upgrade, he's right behind you. The cover is there, but the FAMAS runs out of bullets. Pistol in hand now, dealing extra damage as 6 remains, and a finishing shot. Popov is going to be able to win. Goats the opening round there, and now an equalization setting itself in.
Yeah, Haza doing an amazing job in these rounds to really shut them back. Let's talk a little bit about that read that we saw here. This was a read from this team saying, okay, what we know is we just want our first round. They're probably not going to force. They're on CT. They don't have a lot of money. If we just rush mid, it's just against pistols. What could be the big deal? They were not anticipating that force by Goats, and now AKs are in hand for CTs. They're going to get a little aggressive here.
Dragons, now they're going to pay the ultimate price for it. Economically shifted down. And 4 Tech 9s in their hands. Trying to play close around this cave, which is going to have to get forcefully challenged. Smoke is out, but a bit too late. You're not fighting in Martin. He can only do so much alone. Overtaken once more this A, or rather B push. Really successful at Dragons. They also get an upgrade on the gun towards Zacharino, who preferably should pass it down to a more healthier HP, but I guess that's for him to decide.
Just inching their way up. Beautiful team play. Beautiful flash there. Taking out that player with a solid Tech 9 rush. But at the end of the day, 3v2. And Remind gets right behind him. And what a round. Honestly, a beautiful setup there with that squad synergy. That's plausible LFG energy that we want to be seeing here in the championship series. And it just makes the game even better when you see them being able to go with those pop flashes, go off of that team play. And if you want that same kind of energy, join the Plausible GG LFG right now.
Good opening by Dragons once more. They reclaimed the lead. Most importantly, also, they took into account what they actually had and what they had to lose. Tech 9's up close on that cave with bypassing utility was the perfect opportunity for them to cut open into the site and find the post plant, again, smoke everything out. And even with a force buy, they could still come around like Goats did prior. So now we start off again, a bit more headspace given to both these teams as no one's really taken that aggressive up front. But however, Dragons, we're going to be on equal buys with Goats. Yes, those 3 pistols certainly do stand out on the CT side, but you put them up close on these angles, such as Diami, and, well, certain results could come out of it.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lot of back and forth from the CT to T side, just constantly taking that aggressive space, but is the MP7 enough gonna do enough damage? As we saw the FAMAS here taking down Martin at 25 HP. We're already down 1 for the side of Dragons, but I think that Dragons are going to, just need to be a little bit more patient here. Let these smokes burn, and Lambda, right, against Popov, who does not have the timing, and now re-hitting. Popov is kind of prepared for this.
Flash in right hand, gonna throw it towards B. Not a distraction. It's a commit. Pistol up close, and Pop-Up is going to find Lambda looking for the upgrade. He's been able to pick it up. Now, of course, it's down to his teammates to try and hold Dragons back, but the smoke makes it barely impossible. Zacharino going to shut down the Caves player. And now, even though it's not an equal standing, certainly a better situation for Dragons, and Haza keeps on running it down. Remind going to find one with a nade. Martin through, and in return once more to try and keep themselves as even as possible, but the post plant is out, and you will not be there to deny Zacharino with another one to pick it off guard. In a 1v1, they're left, but Haza cleans it up. 2v1 and making it look like child's play.
Haza, definitely MVP of this first half so far. Beautiful job clutching it up and tying this game 2-2 now. Goats looking extra clean. Might be able to keep this moving for this team, but at the end of the day, I need to be looking at, hopefully, the Goats locking this in, shutting them down, and Dragons, they're off of a lot of bomb plants here, so they still have enough money to keep up this energy to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
As the economy is going to start being a bit more consistent, I do hope to see Mollies be a bit more proactive against smokes. Nades, we've seen them. There's that Molly down mid, so Ghost can try and push deeper in towards this bottom mid. Diami once more. He's been held at the top of mid. Now he wants to advance, and there's going to be a barrel for him to spot. Has a prior to it, and all of a sudden Dragons have already been crumbled down too.
Yeah. Dragons getting executed by Goats. This is a little bit of a backwards logic here as a spray from Yami is able to take out 2. And there's the round. Flawless this time. Dragons, no bomb plant, no kills means no shot they can afford to buy next. And we are going to be seeing them forcing up anyways. Maybe I was just wrong. They are going to be able to force up. And with that amount of guns, I think they should be able to re-hit here. I think their biggest weakness, though, is that mid-hold.
100%. This has been quite the back and forth. But again, will Goats now try to break that fate and get themselves a 2-round lead? It's certainly an opportunity to catch, considering the eco is also better, but Dragons fully stacked on AKs. Util a bit low, not necessarily the lowest, but could be better, as once more Yami pushed up deep. The molly there to try and flush out the mid-court could be the layer, but the aggression from the CT side has been doubled down. Yami has a find one pop-up for the third, and all of a sudden, Dragons are already down half the team.
Yeah, already down half the team. That's not ideal, especially during their primary buy round here. Yami able to somehow survive with a solid 16 HP. Popov, though, I mean, Cave has been his home for the past couple of rounds, and now Ox going right on into it. Popov lives up to his name. Popov with another one, and Remind, last one alive. Remind just needs to get on this pick and maybe get that plant down. Huge.
Double magic falls. One man standing, but again, 4 to go up against him. He's a pillar at the very least, but still without this plant, it's going to be nearby impossible. 45 on clock, and he's trying to look for any ones, hoping that this one kill has lured the rest of the stack from Goats to start approaching him. But again, they're going to stick themselves to a humble spot, not push if unnecessary, and, well, they recognize they want this lead about just as much as Dragons do. So going in uncarelessly certainly isn't the call, but Popov, he's been doing good, and he's going to continue finishing it off with so. Another round here for Goats, and now 2 rounds above.
Yeah, 2 rounds up, looking pretty good. Goats is very potent here. I mean, this is why you need to be running with some people that know how to hold their own. Each one of these players is going for individual plays. I mean, Remind, able to get that one pick. He's lurking up as an entire team fell over on the other side of the map. While you look at Goats, who, you know, you have Haza locking down mid, Popoffs locking down, Haza top mid, Yami bottom mid, Popov, Cave. Everyone's just locking in these one spots and taking so much early space. And now against a light buy, Dragons is going to really need to struggle here to push up against Popov, and he's now stuck though. This could be winnable, but the spray double down. Martin able to get one as well. That means only 2 are remaining here.
Yeah, it's been kind of the same tell over and over. Goats start, 2-3 kills at the beginning of the first half of the round, and now Dragons left with 2. My mistake, it's going to be 1. Popov is going to correct me, and Ox just struggling as he can't battle a single one for his life. 5-2 Goats. It doesn't seem like the name and logo make the team. It's the players clearly, because right now Dragons can't find themselves a way back.
Yeah, I mean, they're crawling here, not exactly flying with the wings that we assume a Dragon's got. And now we're going to have to see if they can maybe, just maybe, stop some of this early space taking. You have Goats who are able to completely cut off this fight, or these sites. But the problem that I'm looking at is, yes, Goats is getting very aggressive in mid, but that's kind of the way that Ancient plays it. So Dragons just has to read this, hopefully punish some of this over-aggression, because we talk about leaving sites empty. Look at that minimap. There's a completely empty site right now, but we just have to take advantage of it.
Oh, what a shot from Haza. Sadly, he won't last for too long. A good read for Reed. Dragons is going to find themselves a lead above. This is a change of pace. Again, now they're starting to actually adapt upon Goats' current playstyle, which has been winning them, 4 rounds in a row? The majority of Goats, or if not the entirety, are going to retreat back towards this B site. And this is the point you mentioned, Edu. It has been left vacant.
Yeah, left a little bit vacant and slowing it down. Yami knows, okay, we left the site open. We hear the smokes. Calls for the team to possibly rotate, but needs to clear everything first. Flash is going out. Molly cuts him off, and he's in a great position to actually swing this out anyways. Just barely takes the damage, but rotates are called. We are going to see the bomb finally get planted here. Puffo and Juki needs to swing out and try to get this pick, but doesn't protect, and Ox goes down.
Oh, he's gonna find one in return though, and now smoke just through them. Bullets not only whizzing past, but into your head as well. Double Magic, sadly, gets faced with the reality, and Dragons a round back for themselves. A bit of a shriek from Goats, but again, this is a team that has that competitive experience, so even though the mental might not have been looking the greatest, they can still return a bit of a bite themselves. 5-3 now. The lead is still Goats to claim. I'm hoping they exercise it though, because again, that economy, it's starting to get affected bit by bit.
Yeah, bit by bit, we're looking at a good turnaround potential here, but again, it's that mid push that we're seeing. Look right behind you. Haza is going to turn around just in time, and Juki's now gone, so no more hero plays that we saw before. This is a lot of pressure here, but Zacharino, right where he needs to be. Somehow surviving in that smoke, but look at this. It is a very aggressive B push. Zacharino's able to grab one before getting traded. Another one for Lambda. Takes out Double Magic, and Martin needs to just play it patient. Lambda, blind doesn't matter. Gets one, gets two with the help of Remind, leaving us now with Martin stuck here in the corner of sight. And 1v3. 1v2.
Martin finds Ox. At least a good beginning start, but again, time is running low. Peeker's advantage. That's going to be Lambda. Only one more remains. You have better HP. Going to try and trick it out. A swing there, and Martin closes things out. Goats will be kept 3 rounds ahead. Plenty of time to go for the defuse, especially considering he has the kit. And Dragons, they had themselves an opportunity, but sadly, all these individuals got a bit too ambitious.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking a look at the play there from Martin, if you want to pull off plays like that, you need a pre-made team. And you can find one through the Plausible LFG network, and you can get even more information from these guys over at, or from our network over at plausible.gg. But with that being said, I gotta shout out that clutch. Being able to now get themselves in position. Dragons, off that bomb plant, gets the force again with the loss bonus, but I think they finally realized, guys, stop going B. A site is relatively empty. Yes, it's an easier retake, but we need to get these sites a lot faster.
Up on Double Magic. Does he make it work? Miss shot. Gonna retreat, but in time? Nope. Tech9's chasing behind him. He's all the way back in Donut. Safe and sound for now. That does mean, though, Dragons can get those plants down. They can get the smokes through. A nade will clear it, and Juki a bit too close for comfort, so just hops on back to safety. But again, the T-side has claimed what they wanted. Do they want to try and play aggressive? As a matter of fact, they have to, and Juki's he's kissing the player, essentially. Come on, finish it! Yami's gonna shoot him through, finish the job before it can get from bad to worse, and the plant has not yet been committed. Flashes are coming around. You're trying to bait these players into your own territory, but you get caught off guard by the overwhelming amount of numbers, as Ox now, the last pillar for Dragons, but will not fly sky high.
That's the thing, like, this, every round has started with A site being relatively empty, but the fast rotation through Donut makes it a lot more difficult to take if you're not going to be bringing the speed early. Right now, I'm looking at a timeout being called, and Dragons has to analyze one thing. Where is the primary rotation factor? Well, right now, it's been Donut, and honestly, it's been that mid hold. Now, you can opt for 2 options. Completely ignore it, try to rush on site, and then hold that rotate, or we fight for mid. And honestly, you kind of want to go with the first option. It's looking a lot more rough, and they don't have a lot of money. Their loss bonus is enough to give them, you know, some light buys here, but I think they're going to have to go for another save. And as we are only 2 rounds left in the half, you want to make sure that you have rifles for the last round. But directionally, this could easily be an 8-4, even with Dragons turning it around.
100%. And if Dragons don't get too careful, even if they have a successful round, we've seen what Haza can do. Well, yes, exactly. We've seen what Haza can do. It allows Yami to get that 2-for-1 deal, which, fair enough, again, Haza being that distraction, it's a bit of a risky pick, but in the end, it worked out, and that's what matters. The result, right? Now, mid-round is going to be overtaken by the side of Dragons, and that's all they really have. It's extremely one-dimensional until they want to progress further, but there's still Yami standing in their way. One is going to get shut down. A second one approaching, but just blood splattered across these walls. Sadly, bullets run out, and that's where Zacharino is passed down this last chance. A hurdle here to bring Dragons back, but 11 HP and AK in hand and 3 players to work against. I think we can expect the results.
Yeah, we can expect some pretty solid results here with Zacharino now just having to go for the save and going for the execution. But again, We knew that this was going to happen. It's Eco Frags here. Eco Frags come through, and Dragons is going to have to go for some bigger, bolder plays. And for the first time, I'm looking at Ox, who has been kind of unlucky. Pistol round, he got shot through the smoke. Second round, he got shot through the smoke. Third round, he got just diffed from behind. Ox was opting for that op, but instead goes for armor and the AK. Armor and AK might not be enough here.
Utility heavy towards this catwalk side again. It does seem like Ox is trying to take capitalization of it because Goats have been extremely aggressive around cave. Pop, caught in his hidey hole. Now Ox just gonna shoot him through that smoke, and a sad drop here by Goats, but they want to progress faster. They've seen that. Did not spot. Yami didn't spot the barrel. It seems like flashes out. He still gets himself in a corner, but Juki is just gonna catch up to him nonetheless.
Just taking it slow. We see Martin able to grab Lambda down, and now slowly getting closer to tying this up, but Haza cannot hold, and there is going to be a pushback. Ninjuki, very stealthy, very sneaky idea here, just waiting for these rotates. Flash is going to come through, does not quite connect, and the swing will be one, but not two. Double Magic getting one pick, now has to get a little bit more than double Magic. Might have to get 4 kills in total in this 1v4 clutch up, and the op in hand might not be the best weapon to go with, especially when you're getting flanked.
He doesn't know, does he? Nope. Oh, double magic with a 180. That's at least a good opening. A point-and-click adventure this op can be, but now time running against you. And, well, yeah, that kid is surely going to help out. A no-scope attempted. It's a valiant effort, but again, Zacharino and Remind, they're not going to allow you to get these kills as easily as Haza was passed down that 1v3 earlier. Now one's closed, but a missed shot here is going to bite you back, and Zacharino closes things out. An 8-4 split, and I do want to call out, this was the first times we saw Dragons get aggressive and really proactive around that mid side, and I think that's what led them to winning out that round.
Yeah, I think genuinely it's all about trying to stop this mid hold, and also don't try to end B. Stop mid hold, don't end B, and A, that's the main goal that this team has. It's what's made them win pretty much all of their rounds except for one. Yeah. So 75% chance of winning it with this strategy. Let's see if they can keep that going. Every other time they've put in something different, it hasn't worked. And now that we're seeing the swap, doesn't really matter. Now it's time for the Goats to showcase, okay, how can that mid-aggression help them out here as the dualies... Oh, where were the bullets going? No damage was done. Only Haza took a shot there, and there we go. Zacharino able to get a pickup anyways, but what an unfortunate hold there with the dualies.
Call it plot armor if you will, but Dragons are still going to come on top standing stronger. Remind, make sure that the scale is tipped in their favor by at least 1. Now going to hold their flank, and it's a smart move. USP is going to make its move. Ox, they can try to distract him. Zacharino with another 2v1. Knife in hand to do it to him like him. You're playing with fire. Double magic currently is on heat, but Zacharino nicely going to extinguish him, and there we go. Time still remaining for this defuse. It got close, and Dragons playing with their food considering they're 4 rounds below. Certainly a bit cocky.
Yeah, just a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think that right now it's about the hero plays that have been keeping this team afloat and should be able to lock this down. But at the end of the day, I am looking at even more of these aggressive style of plays, kind of finding value. The knife attempt there, questionable, but overall, what I got to look at now is the Goats, seeing if, okay, they're going to be as aggressive as we were. Let's see if we can keep up this very, very potent push.
Certainly so. Goats with addition by Dragons, much better. But again, 4 spies here matter a lot. Look at Njuki, though. He's quite pushed up. And again, it's that CT aggression we always speak of. It is going to get layered down upon that smoke, a second thrown as well, just to make sure that the push here towards mid is made practically impossible for the side of Goats. Although their presence lies elsewhere, as it's going to be this A confrontation that might matter most.
Oh, good try there, Haza, to break through the smoke, to be able to get the pick on a Zacharino. Ox is going to be able to hold this now, but overall, Haza, he's trying so hard to push his team in the right direction at the start of each of these rounds, but if he fails that coin flip, you know, the 50-50, the rest of his team has to have a lot more weight on their shoulders to clutch it. Yeah, and honestly, if any player is going to do that, it is going to be a Diami, who's able to now be up in mid, trying to get that fight, but again, Dragons, they're just being very patient here, knowing we don't want to give up any of our guns.
I like the positioning by Martin there to cut off any flanks and rotations late incoming by Dragons, but seems to be caught out now. It's just wasting time. Finds Lambda. That's a huge pick again. You can also get that upgrade and go for a later flank towards Dragons, entering now towards a post-plan retake, but Double Magic is going to find Ox. This is a better beginning here for Goats, and they're going to double down upon it with this one player carrying it on his shoulders around Temple. Still going to hold what he began with. Dragons final 2 players around this top mid, but going to keep themselves humble. At least hold that long angle, and Martin will fall, but as the time has already ticked away, mostly it's a 2v3, and, well, you'd rather save the guns than go for what seems like a losing battle.
Yeah, it makes sense. Having to now save this, the very patient play from the Dragons unfortunately got them slain. I mean, it's not great to see them lose a lot of that space there, because yes, there's a part of playing patient, and then there's a part of playing passive, and I think that they confuse the two, but we are going to be seeing Zacharino getting one of these exits and not the second. Overall, though, Goats taking it back second round off of a not even, like, eco round. They didn't really buy too much there. Well, actually, they forced up a little bit, but the weapons that they went into that round with were just enough to really pop off.
100%. And if any of you ever wonder how the best players win more games in GoPro, well, it's certainly not by playing with randoms. It's with the help of systems such as the Plausible LFG network, which makes it fast and easy to find those pre-mades to enjoy your gaming. So join along, get into the system, and of course, make your life easier when it comes down to gaming. Possibly even join the competitive scene, and one day, Miyamoto could be casting you. So again, it's not really anything you have to lose. Try it out and see how it goes. And meanwhile, though, Dragons are going to take themselves that second tactical timeout, reasonably so, because Goats are still 4 rounds ahead.
Yeah, I mean, still 4 rounds up here, and also they have a very solid momentum shift that we just saw at the second round. So let's get into this next round. As we did see the timeout from the Dragons, I think that their main play might be to Hail Mary stack, completely giving up A, allowing the mid-aggression rotate into Donate, being able to lock this in, but Haza running and gunning. Look at this double down. Haza looking for more, swinging out, and a triple kill for this player. Wants to keep this moving as we now have an opportune moment to keep that pressure. And Goats looking to just keep it up. Double Magic doubles up on Haza, getting that pick, leaving Remind all alone in a 1v4.
All right, I don't know what Wolf in Goat's clothing Haza is, but right now he just pulled off a miracle. Again, Caves, the lineup there was perfect for him. With the utility combined, he was just basically unstoppable. At 1 HP, you think he wouldn't get away with it, but then he continues mowing players down as he progresses towards B, with Death following along and his team as well to get that post plant. You just have to feel bad for Remind. What is he to do besides save? He does have that M4 again carrying into the next round. Certainly would be an anchor for you to potentially win a couple of those gunfights and allow your team to return, but as of the moment, Goats are going to be reaching double digits, furthering upon their lead and making a scary reputation on Ancient.
Yeah, scary reputation. This is also Dragon's map pick. Remember that. Goats, they go into this with a lot of power. Going against somebody's map pick on a map that I argued early in the pre-show that it's all about playbook. It's all about having a solid head on your shoulders, and Ancient being one that's a niche pick, but still fairly common for this level of play. Goat's going to be calling a timeout here to just pretty much write the final note in the playbook. Write down, okay, this is how we're going to be sealing the deal for map 1.
I respect it. I think tactical timeouts also try to either set plans. We see them quite commonly when teams either get into a full buy or also have a force invested with a specific set of plan and motion, which I'm thinking Goats are leaning into. Considering they're on the T side, you have to realize the T side are the team that mostly, or the role that mostly dictates where the action is going to be happening. So if they have something set in motion, like putting a player down mid so he can be a bit of a distraction and the rest of the 4 come charging towards ramp, I think that's what Goats talked about and how to execute it as well as they can.
There you go.
Oh, well. Oh,
wow. Wow. Okay. It's just couldn't keep it going, but yeah, that's a lot of damage early. I mean,